Meteorologist Chris Booth, sponsored by Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
Well, welcome back to KLST Weekend News, and it was a cooler day, mostly because of the cloud coverage. We saw some cloud coverage again for the area. Again, that was that low pressure system that now it's fairly still out towards our east. It brought some of that cloud coverage for us. It helped to keep us a little bit cooler, and we also got some spotty showers, mostly for our eastern counties. And again, that was because most of the moisture has stayed off towards the east. And as we kind of take a little bit closer look, getting pretty quiet for us throughout most of the Concho Valley. Still, some of the showers up towards our eastern parts of the Concho Valley. Otherwise, it has been a pretty quiet night. Kind of taking a look at the time lapse again, show some of those low clouds. A lot of those high clouds moving in from the north, but we saw a good push of that southeasterly winds as well as the lower levels brought in a lot of that moisture. Again, just the upper level clouds kind of drifting in from the north if it'll stay still. But again, looking out at Shannon, pretty nice night if you're trying to get out and kind of make the most of it. Otherwise, past 24 hours, again, it was pretty cool for last night. We did get up into the upper 80s for us. Now we've started to cool things a little bit down over the past couple hours. Now we've gotten past sunset. Temperatures in the mid 70s for us here in the here in San Angelo, rather. Again, a little bit on the humid side with dew points in the mid 60s. That's because of the push of the eastern winds bringing in that moisture. As we go into Sunday, we'll start to see that push coming from the southwest. That's going to dry us out a little bit. 70s for much of the area, 70 in Coleman, 72 in Ballinger, 73 in Menard, a pair of 7s in El Dorado if it'll stay still. Again, it has been a pretty comfortable night if you're getting out, but still a little bit on the humid side with those dew points in the 60s for much of the area. So again, a little bit on the humid side for any hair conditions. But again, winds have been pretty calm, but we will be watching for those to pick up as we go into tomorrow as well. Southerly winds, this is going to turn from the southwest. That's going to do two things. It's going to be drying us out. It'll be bringing those humidity values down a little bit. It's also going to be pretty gusty, bringing in those warmer temperatures from the south as well. So again, could see gusts up to 25 miles per hour at times. And then we'll finally see those winds dropping down into the teens for us on Monday as we kick off our work week. So again, watching for those gusty winds to pick up tomorrow. Still a chance for the isolated shower tonight, about a 20% chance, mostly for our eastern counties. I think for the most part, we've gotten past it. We're still looking at some of those cloudy conditions with temperatures dipping into the mid 60s. Again, some isolated showers still possible with those light southeasterly winds. Tomorrow we'll be warming up, get a little bit closer to where we should be for this time of year. Normally our average is in the lower 90s. We'll be getting into the 91. Again, rain chances only about a 10%, but breezy. That's going to be the bigger story with those gusty winds up to 25 miles per hour at times. Looking at the moisture tracker, most of it still stays off towards our east. We'll be watching for us, again, watching at that moisture as it slides off towards the east. We'll be watching for, again, increasing the temperatures coming in from the southwest. It's going to be, again, drying us out. And looking at the upper level pattern, we'll see this trough move off, and then we'll start to see a ridging building in towards our west. As we start to see those shades of pink, we could be seeing triple digits returning to the state of Texas. We haven't seen any triple digits so far this year, but we could be watching for that, especially in our western counties. We'll be a little bit cooler in the eastern parts of the Concho Valley, so we could easily see a 10 to 15 degree spread as you go into next week, depending on where you are east to west. Looking at our chances for rain, again, still isolated chances as we go into the start of next week. We'll be dealing with some lingering cloud coverage, but it'll be very similar to what we saw last week, where we saw those showers and storms forming off towards our northwest, and then some of them could linger and even get through during the overnight and early morning hours. That could be on Monday as well as Tuesday. Again, just an isolated chance of a stray shower or storm. For the most part, we'll be staying relatively dry as we go into next week. So looking at your 7-day forecast, again, breezy for us on Sunday. It'll be slightly below average. 93 is our average for this time of year, so we'll be getting to average by Monday, and then we'll really pick up that warming trend. We'll start to get into the upper 90s. Some of our western counties could see temperatures getting close to the triple digits, and then a little bit cooler off towards our east, but otherwise very much summer-like for the middle of June.